Now, from the desert's news leader, KESQ News Channel 3 HD in the morning.
Good morning, I'm Erik Sandoval. It is Thursday, December 29th. Jeff Stahl is on assignment today. Here's a look at the top stories we're following for you at this 6:30 half hour. Could the Supreme Court eliminate community redevelopment agencies here in the state of California? More on a decision expected sometime this morning. And we are now 5 days away from the first votes of the 2012 presidential race in the state of Iowa. The latest on a new poll out this morning showing Mitt Romney as the frontrunner. First, though, let's take a look outside before you head out the front door. Jerry Steffen has a look at your first alert forecast. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning. After a last couple of days with the temperatures around freezing in some areas of the Coachella Valley, a little bit warmer this morning. Mostly clear skies, though, 46 degrees, winds at 7 miles an hour, basically out of the northwest right now. But mostly clear skies over the southwest. A ridge of high pressure still with us, all that wet weather staying well to the north of us. And we'll continue to see plenty of sunshine this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon, although maybe a few high clouds moving through later on today. That'll be about it. Temperatures a degree or two warmer than yesterday, too. We'll take that. 74 degrees at Palm Desert and Cathedral City, 75 at Indio, Banning 73, and mostly sunny skies. More on your forecast and a peek into 2012 in just minutes. Back to you, Erik.
Jerry, thank you so much. It is 6:31 now. Good morning to you. Here's a look at what is new this morning. The California Supreme Court is making a decision today on the state's right to eliminate redevelopment agencies, which basically pave roads, remove blight, among other things. Now, this would impose new requirements for RDAs to continue operating or simply do away with them altogether. News Channel 3's June Bullness is in our live mobile newsroom in Palm Desert this morning with more on how this decision could impact local cities here. Good morning, June.
Good morning, Erik. That's right. It could definitely impact the pipeline to build parks, libraries, and so on. And the state is counting on $1.7 billion from the agencies and $400 million each year after that. So a big decision this morning. They're set to have a decision by 10. And of course, stay with News Channel 3 on air and online for more. Reporting live in Palm Desert, June Bullness, News Channel 3. Erik?
All right. It's going to be interesting to see how all this shakes out. June, thank you so much. Iowa voters will head to the polls in 5 days for the state's caucus. Republican presidential candidates, though, in the meantime, they're continuing to fight for their party's top spot, with Mitt Romney looking like the front runner this morning. Yes, you heard right. Mitt Romney. He's actually gone ahead of everybody else. But as Tamon Bradley explains, the GOP field is still very unsettled.
It's been a campaign of ups and downs in Iowa with a number of candidates. Michelle Bachmann says Ron Paul would be a dangerous president, and John Huntsman called him unelectable. Tamon Bradley, ABC News, Washington.
Well, more Latinos are disagreeing with President Obama and the way he handles deportations this morning. Almost 60% of Latinos disapprove of the president's stepped-up immigration enforcement, which have reached record levels since he took office. But that doesn't necessarily mean trouble for the president heading into next year's election. The study by the Pew Research Center shows that many Latinos still support the president and the Democratic Party. Two men are behind bars this morning. They're accused of kidnapping and raping a woman in Highland. Police arrested Juan Donato and Jose Castillo after a woman reported being raped on the morning of Christmas Eve. Authorities say the alleged victim met Donato at the San Manuel Casino and was approached by Castillo when she was walking to her car, or to Donato's car, that is. Police say the two men then took the woman to a house where they raped her and threatened to kill her. Donato later dropped the woman off at the casino, where she later called police. She was taken to the hospital for treatment. Both men are being held on $1 million bail. They are both charged with kidnapping and rape. A Southern California family will receive $17.8 million for a military fighter jet crash that killed 4 family members in San Diego. A federal judge ordered the U.S. government yesterday to compensate the family for emotional and monetary loss caused by that wreck back in 2008. Don Yoon lost his 36-year-old wife, his 2 daughters, and his mother-in-law. The Marine Corps says the accident was caused by multiple mistakes that ultimately led the pilot to fly over neighborhoods toward an inland base. A traffic alert to tell you about in Palm Desert this morning. Hoveley Lane East is closed to everybody except nearby residents at the intersection of Cook Street. Now, this is because of the construction that's going on there. You will only be allowed to make a right-hand turn there. Cook Street will also have left turn restrictions. Now, if you've been in this area at all, you know this is part of the second phase of a drainage project at that intersection. Drivers are being urged to take Country Club, Fred Waring, or Portola instead. Of course, we'll have more coming up in your Time Saver traffic at 6:45 this morning. Mothers around the country are rallying behind a movement supporting breastfeeding in public. Now, this move comes after a Texas woman claims that she was humiliated while nursing her baby inside a Target store. Tim Vetcher has more on how the company is now responding to the accusations.